Hi guys, Haley Sanger here. I'm a full-time clothing reseller who sells on multiple platforms, all thanks to Vendoo. And today I'm going to be talking about Poshmark tips, things I've learned along the way, things I wish I wouldn't have done, all that kind of stuff. I want to invite you to like, subscribe, and comment to Vendoo's YouTube channel where they put out new videos every Friday that are there to help grow your business. So let's get started. I feel like I fell in love with Poshmark right away. One of my friends was telling me about this app that she was using to sell her clothes and I wanted to try it. So I found this wallet that I wasn't using, took a couple pictures, and I think I got it at a garage sale for like $1 a couple years ago. And then I listed it and I think my first sale was like $7, but knowing that I made almost $5 on that sale, that I could just get a cup of coffee at Starbucks, I was hooked right away. I started listing everything that I could find and it all kind of came from there. So when you're getting started on Poshmark, I think the biggest thing is having consistency in your listings. So I just used a hanger and I had used my wall, literally just a wood hanger and my wall, and I've kind of always stayed consistent with that. Obviously it's like grown and changed and I've moved, and so things have changed a little bit, but everything's kind of always stayed the same. And it's easier to get into a routine of listing knowing that it's on a hanger, or I know some people use mannequins, I know some people use flat lays. I just think it's easier for you to be able to know how you're listing. So I always use that, and I try to use natural light when possible. One year I lived in a basement and that just like wasn't ideal lighting, so I would wait till my roommates were gone and then from work, and then I would go list in the living room where there was natural light, and I would kind of take over the living room and then try to clean it all up right before they got back to work. But thankfully now I have my own office, so I'm able to do that. I don't have to worry about cleaning up right away. Still should be a lot cleaner than it is, but that's just how it goes sometimes. So I also never did measurements, and I know that that's kind of a debate in the reselling Poshmark world, but the thought of measuring each item just is like so exhausting. It makes me not even want to list. So I don't include measurements. And in my listings, I do say measurements provided upon request. If someone wanted measurements, I'm more than happy to provide them and measure them for it. But I just feel like I personally shop on Poshmark all the time, and I don't think I've ever really asked for measurements. So if I'm looking for a Free People sweater, and maybe Free People is a bad example if you know their sizing, it's kind of all over the place, but say that there's like a Madewell sweater and I know that I wear a size large and I saw this item in the store, or kind of just know what size I wear, I wouldn't normally ask for measurements. I would just submit an offer. So I don't include measurements just on a way to save time, and that's how I personally shop, is that I don't ask for them. But I think saying that, you know, you can provide them if they need them, or if someone starts asking questions, I always follow up with, let me know if you have any additional questions. I'm more than happy to answer them. And then also saying I can ship it out tomorrow. I think a lot of people have had bad experiences shopping on Poshmark where they buy an item and it's from a seller who never checks their closet, or just posted it a month ago and forgot that they even had it. So they kind of get burned by bad sellers who don't actually ship items in like an efficient manner. So that is one tip, that if you can include that you're able to ship tomorrow or the next day, I think people really are more apt to shop from you. Speaking of shopping, I love shopping on Poshmark for myself, for my friends and family, especially around the holidays. And one of my favorite things to shop for is like going into the app and searching the item and then filtering by just in. And then once you filter by just in, you're also able to filter by price. So when I like to shop for myself, I like shopping for Free People. So I'll search Free People sweater, or just like very generic, because I think the people that are just trying to clear out their closets, they just kind of put whatever. They're not saying the name, the brand, Like they're not saying the specific type of sweater or pattern or anything. They're just saying Free People sweater. They list it for $20 and just hope that it sells. And by checking the just in, you're able to see the people that just listed things. And by filtering by the under $25, you're able to find the best deals. And most of the time, I feel like people are really wanting to just like clear out their closet, which is like the whole point of Poshmark. And not everyone is a reseller, so a lot of times you can get a lot of good deals. And resellers do give a lot of good deals sometimes when trying to clear out inventory or sales, or you know, you can buy a ton of stuff from them and they're happy because they got at thrift store and you're happy because it was the items that you were looking for. So there is a lot that way. But I also wanted to talk about a few things that have made my life easier as a reseller. A Rollo printer or any type of thermal printer. I've only used Rollo, and my only regret is that I didn't use it sooner, because it is so much easier to use a thermal printer. And now they even have Bluetooth ones, which is just kind of crazy. But I was spending so much money on ink. I was spending so much money and time just on cutting it and taping it, and it just was like a headache. And also my printer was so slow. So I would go and print each label and it would take forever. And then I'd wait till I get a couple labels and then I'd try to cut them all at once to save time and tape them on. And it was just like a mess. And now I just plug in my thermal printer, print on a 4x6 label and slap it on the package. I'm good to go. That is my one thing that I wish I would have gotten a lot sooner. And also utilizing the free shipping supplies from the post office is a total game changer. I do like using poly mailers for smaller packages and saving all of your Amazon boxes. If you're like me, I shop on Amazon a lot and I love reusing Amazon boxes. I have like a whole pile of just boxes that I save even after Christmas time. And my family was getting all presents and everything, I asked to save a lot of the boxes instead of throwing them away, because I knew I would use them. And I think I've gone through all the boxes from Christmas. So those are a couple things that I wish that I would have learned and implemented early on in my business selling on Poshmark. But my DMs are always open. If you have any questions, I am more than happy to answer them. And I want to invite you again to like, comment, and subscribe on this video and on Vendoo's YouTube channel, where they come out with new videos every Friday that are there to help grow your business. And I will talk to you guys soon.